The story of Stranger Things Season 2 picks up almost a year after the events of Season 1. Hawkins seems to have returned to normal, but beneath the surface, darker forces are waiting to rise. The Byers family is trying to heal, but Will is still deeply affected by his time in the Upside Down. He experiences terrifying visions of a monstrous shadow figure in the sky, later revealed as the Mind Flayer. These visions blur the line between reality and the Upside Down, making Joyce fearful that the horrors aren't over. Meanwhile, Mike struggles with the absence of Eleven. Believing she is gone, he spends nights calling out to her on his walkie-talkie. What no one knows is that Eleven is alive, hiding in the woods with Hopper, who secretly cares for her and tries to keep her safe from government agents still searching for her. Their relationship grows, but Eleven feels trapped, yearning for freedom and answers about her past. At school, Will, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas try to move on with their lives, even forming new friendships. Dustin discovers a strange, slimy creature he names D'Artagnan, or Dart, believing it to be harmless. But as it grows, it becomes clear Dart is connected to the Demogorgons and the Upside Down. This innocent discovery slowly turns into a terrifying threat. The season also introduces Max, a new girl in Hawkins. She quickly becomes friends with the boys, though Mike resists at first, still mourning Eleven. Max's stepbrother, Billy, enters as well, a volatile and aggressive character who brings tension to the group. While Billy doesn't directly connect to the supernatural events, his presence adds danger and conflict in Hawkins. As Will's visions intensify, Joyce and Hopper seek help from scientists at Hawkins' lab. Dr. Owens, unlike his predecessors, tries to protect Hawkins from further disasters. But Will's connection to the Mind Flayer grows stronger, making him a target and a vessel for the creature's influence. The battle against the Upside Down is no longer just about closing gates. It's about fighting a force that can control minds and spread like a virus. The mystery deepens as Will's connection to the Mind Flayer intensifies. His visions become more frequent and terrifying, often leaving him in pain. Joyce, terrified for her son, teams up with Hopper to uncover the truth. They discover that Will isn't just seeing the Upside Down. He's becoming a part of it. The Mind Flayer uses him as a host, sending messages and controlling his actions. This possession puts everyone in danger, as the creature gains knowledge of the human world through Will. At the same time, Dustin realizes that his pet Dart isn't just unusual. It's a baby Demogorgon. What started as innocent curiosity turns into a nightmare as Dart grows larger and more dangerous. Dustin tries to hide it from the others, but soon the group learns that the Upside Down is spreading again, this time through tunnels beneath Hawkins. These tunnels are connected to the Mind Flayer, and they infect the soil, plants, and even the town itself with a dark, spreading rot. Meanwhile, Eleven grows restless under Hopper's strict rules. Feeling lonely and searching for answers about her past, she sneaks away. Her journey takes her to find her mother, Terry Ives, who reveals fragments of the truth about the experiments at Hawkins' lab. Eleven learns she is not alone. There are others like her. She discovers Callie, or 8, who has psychic powers of her own. Callie shows Eleven a different way of living, embracing anger and revenge against those who wrong them. This journey challenges Eleven's sense of identity, forcing her to decide who she really is, a weapon or a protector. Back in Hawkins, tensions rise between the group. Lucas and Dustin both like Max, causing conflict, while Mike still refuses to accept anyone replacing Eleven. Yet, despite their differences, the group knows they must unite when they realize the Upside Down's threat is bigger than ever. The Demodogs, creatures like Dart, begin to swarm, spreading terror throughout Hawkins. The final act of Season 2 brings all storylines together in a dramatic showdown. Will is now deeply possessed by the Mind Flayer, his body and mind acting as the creature's weapon. Joyce, desperate to save her son, joins Hopper and Jonathan in a dangerous plan to burn the Mind Flayer out of Will's body. They lock him in a cabin and use extreme heat, forcing the creature to weaken. It's an emotional and terrifying moment, as Will screams in pain while fighting to regain control of himself. Meanwhile, the rest of the group prepares to stop the tunnels and the growing army of Demodogs. Dustin, Lucas, Max, Mike, and Steve Harrington, now acting as the group's unlikely babysitter and protector, set a trap to lure the Demodogs away. Steve's transformation into a fan-favorite character shines here, as he takes responsibility for keeping the kids safe despite the danger. At the same time, 11 makes her choice. Rejecting Callie's path of revenge, she returns to Hawkins, determined to help her friends. Hopper takes her to Hawkins' lab, where she sees the massive gate to the Upside Down that must be closed. The Mind Flayer's presence looms larger than ever, spreading its influence through the town, but 11 realizes only she has the power to stop it. In an intense finale, 11 faces the Mind Flayer's force directly. Using her psychic powers to their fullest, she channels her anger, pain, and strength to seal the gate. Blood drips from her nose, her screams echo through the lab, but her determination doesn't waver. With Hopper by her side, protecting her, 11 succeeds in closing the gate, cutting off the Mind Flayer's control over Hawkins. Back at the cabin, Joyce's risky plan works. Will is freed from the possession, and for the first time, he's safe from the creature's control. The Demodogs collapse, and peace returns to Hawkins, at least on the surface. The season ends with a bittersweet moment. At the school's snowball dance, the kids finally experience a moment of happiness. Mike and 11 share their first dance, Lucas and Max grow closer, and even Dustin finds his confidence despite rejection. But as the camera shifts, we see the Mind Flayer still looming in the Upside Down, watching and waiting. The battle is far from over.